It's Joseph O'Rourke, and this is my presentation on the rave scene, the reality, not just the drugs and the overdoses. Really, I was 18 when I went to my first rave, um, and yes, at that time, it was just about the drugs. Uh, but I had done drugs before I went to raves. I did drugs at raves, and I've done drugs after I went to raves. Um, that's not the issue at raves. The reason we go is for the dance floor and for just being able to be ourselves and dance and not have the fear of what that person's thinking of me, or does this make me look fat, or does my dad know I'm gay, or man, this test is really hard. It's just to let all that go for a few hours and just be ourselves and just enjoy the music and dance and go to a place where no one's judged on their race, their sexuality, their gender, how much money they make, or any and their religion. It's a no judgment zone. And for me, I was a very angry individual. Starting out, in life, I was a gangbanger. I used to shoot at people, stab people, beat people up. Um, pretty much everything, the worst parts, that a human being could be. And I knew how I was, and I knew the change that I wanted to make after my third rave. I saw some raver kids, and they were all helpful and caring and polite. And when one met another one, they were like, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, it's nice to meet you." And like if that had been me, I was always like, "Yo, what the fuck you looking at, dude? The fuck, man? What?" And just full of attitude and anger. And I was so sick of living that way. And one prophetic day, I accidentally ate 70 hits of LSD, and it was liquid. That's how accidentally I ate it, and it was I systematically lost all five of my earthly senses, and I had nothing else to do except for think for about 6 hours. So I went just deep into my own brain, into my own psyche, and really thought about how I lived my life up until that point, how, and then on the other end, how I saw that I wanted to live my life and my personality, how I wanted it to be, and then what do I have to do in the middle? And I went in and I rewrote all my mental processes for how when I meet somebody or when I talk to people or uh, when I'd hear someone's story or I see someone in pain, instead of thinking how I could take advantage of that situation, I would feel compassion for them, and it completely changed me, for completely beneficially changed me and saved my life. Definitely did, and I saw my mother next time a few weeks later and explained to her what had happened, and she looked at me like I was a completely new human being, and she gave me a big ass hug, and she said, "I have my Joe back, thank God." And I just thought of that. I just remembered that. But it's for me. I eventually got sober while I was going to raves, because for me it became about the fellowship, about the community, and about the stewardship, about looking after the younger kids that come in there and making sure they don't do anything too reckless or overdose or fucking make sure they're hydrating while they're dancing all night long, which is what you see the stories about kids overheating because you're dancing for 6 hours straight and those kids don't have the sense to drink some water and hydrate. um, it's small things like that, and that's So yeah, that's what it really it's changed my life. I'm older now. I still love the music. I haven't been to any parties in a long time. 'Cause I live upstate New York, and I don't really go to Montreal that often. But I still dance, and I think I dance better now, to be honest, because I've slowed me down. And I have a video on this YouTube channel of me dancing in December 2015. And so when I wrote earlier in the year on how to do the arm wave, you know, I actually know how to do it. I wasn't just creating it. So yeah, I just wanted to give a video presentation, and it was nice to meet you. Thank you.